Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are back with Liblo's Travel Agency for another rank up of the Allied Society. Liblo, Elfenshire awaits. Did you hear? Business is booming at the Turali Travel Agency. Thanks to you and Vahanu, we've seen stellar sales. And our new policy and training are all paying off. Not a single one of our customers has been accosted by fiends. Needless to say, they find the presence of our guides turned protectors thoroughly reassuring. Still, a few issues have come to light. First and foremost, our reach. So far, our tours have been limited to downstream Kozama'Uka, but many guests have expressed a desire to see the region's upper reaches. With that in mind, I contacted Moblin and asked her to gauge how receptive the moblins might be to the whole tourism concept. We are about to hold a meeting to discuss the matter, and I'd love to have you to join us. When you're ready, head to Elder Zenuhali's residence in Okanu. Good. There you are. The meeting will be held on the second floor. Elfenshire's Ready Rock will be joining us. I look forward to hearing about the Potswan's position on tourists coming to visit. Mamlu seemed to think the Athens were enthused. Still, I can't help but feel nervous. What an honor it is. Ready Rock, Liblo and Desiree herself. Thank you for coming.
Ready Rock didn't know you were involved in looking to our busy deals. How delightful it is to meet again. The peddler mentioned your proposal to bring tourists to Elfenshire, and we should be glad to welcome them with open arms. The Potswan were very supportive too.
That's fantastic, thank you. Though I have to ask, what if our customers distract your ardents from their work? I'd hate for this arrangement to negatively impact Elfenshire's trade.
No need for worry, Franz. Many Potswan themselves in contact with outsiders to provide fresh inspiration. We are happy to guide walk visitors too. Until recently, many hellpens were recovering from hurty fields, but the situation has greatly improved. Besides, it will bring more opportunities to sell crafty goods. Mobbies will make sure the Potswan can keep work unhindered, even during the Lucky tours.
It should indeed. Our wares are proving popular with visitors to Okanu, and the proceeds have enriched the community. Everyone stands to benefit. It fills me with joy to hear stories of happiness spread through trade.
Ready Rock does have one question. The Great Stairs are still impassable as repairs are ongoing, so how will visitors reach Elfenshire?
Liblo and I have discussed the matter at length. We sent them over on flying Bunutui. Wait, Bunutuis fly now? A handful of Punutui barges ply the waters through upstream Kozama'Uka and Toliola, but there is no direct route to the downstream region. The massive waterfall that lies between complicates matters. Traveling by boat, you have to head downstream, then join Irikatumu and double back. It's quite convoluted. But there is an alternative. Though seldom used since the Flight of We Wingless was built, Vihanu once imbued Punutuis with the gift of flight, which enabled them to transport passengers over the falls. The method requires vast quantities of reeds, and so we were unable to employ it during the Rite of Succession, but this might be the perfect occasion to revive the old ways.
Quick jump between Elfenshire and downstream Kozama'Uka. Ready Rock likes the sound of that.
Of course, we need staff well versed in Punutui care, which is why I've already reached out to some beast keepers. Part of me balks at the idea of spending all that pel. But my inner abacus assures me that this is yet another worthwhile investment. There isn't a moment to lose. It's time to make airborne Panuti travel a reality once more. I couldn't stand the idea of leaving all the work to our special advisor, so I came along to help. The others should be here shortly. I'm glad our plans for expansion look set to succeed. For the corporation, I'll see to it that our Moblin and Hanu partners will get their fair share of the profits. But let's first ensure that there will be additional profits to share in the first place. We need a large effigy to channel our wind magics into the Panuti. And for that, we need plenty of reeds, not to mention reams of cloth stitched with aether-enriched flight feathers. But you can leave preparations for the latter to us Hanu. I have business in the capital, so I procure the Panutis. Come to think of it, I'll have to commission Wook Evu to build an enclosure for them too. Which leaves the reeds. I realize this is grunt work, Desiree, but permit me to entrust the harvest to you? Alright. Speak with Ngona Hanu in the fields of gold. He'll point you in the right direction. Anyhow, I'd best be off. Let's reconvene later. Well met! Zanuhali said you require some reeds. The plants nearby are ready for harvest. Feel free to take as much as you need. After all, we have you and your friends to thank for the bumper crop. You know, these days we get plenty of visitors to the fields. Some even ask to help with the harvest. It's a joy to see, that's for sure. Anyway, it won't be long before the next Iana. I hope you can join us again. Sorry, I should let you get to work instead of talking your ear off. Once you have what you need, deliver the reeds to Lanuhali in Kozama'Uka. Lush green weeds. Hello there. I hear you might have some reeds for me. I wasn't expecting such a haul, thank you. Together with the reeds my fellow Hanu have collected, we should have enough to construct the effigy. The first step will be to dry the reeds with a little help from our wind magics. Once the effigy itself is complete, all that will be left to do is swaddle it in special cloth. We needn't worry about the details though. We'll see to the rest. Return to the travel agency in case they have need of you there. Ah, there you are. I just got back myself. The beastkeepers are on their way with a Panuti as we speak. Once the creatures are capable of flight, it'll be a quick hop to Earthenshire. I'm planning to offer bespoke tours for customers wishing to purchase potsworn crafts straight from the source. Thankfully, Wook Evu agreed to work on the enclosure. Once the effigy is finished, we'll just need to wait for Zanuhali to arrive. Divine Wind, lay claim to the effigy. Grant these waterbound beasts the gift of flight. Thanks to the efforts of all involved, the Turali Travel Agency is now replete with its own Panuti enclosure and wind effigy. With the aid of a flight-imbued aquatic creatures, visitors may now experience the upper reaches of Kozama'Uka. Yet, as the agency continues to broaden its horizons, it will need you to ensure that business keeps pace. So now everyone can fly. How does the enclosure help? Because they can just fly out of there. You achieved a respected reputation with the Turali Travel Agency. New society quests are now available from Moblin. And 3 additional quests for today. Thanks to the opportunity of the newfound gift of flight, movement of people and goods between here and Upper Kozama'Uka is picking up once again. This is a crucial step toward revitalizing the region. I try not to think about all the peril it costs to get the Panuti flying the sky, so we just have to work extra hard to recoup the investment. I mean, maybe we should work on hastening up the repair on the staircase? Preventative measures. Would you be willing to spend some time with the alpacas? The fossil creatures need extra special care in the heat and humidity. I was hoping you'd oblige. To maintain the herd in peak condition, the peddlers periodically treat them with insect repellent, but it's an old quest. Just hit the daily jump. Yeah, these are old quests. Okay. When I do these quickly and then come back and we actually do the new ones, because it seems just to have hit the daily reset, and so these are old quests. Alright. That first set of quests is finished, so let's take the actual new ones. Big bellies to fill. Our precious Panuti are full of life as always. Their newly acquired ability to fly is them in high spirits, if you excuse the jest. But their airborne jaunts do seem to leave them ravenous of appetite. They need meals of densely packed nutrients to keep them aloft, and Chekochuk, our Moblin cook acquaintance, has promised to prepare a suitable repast. Would you mind heading over to Many Fires to collect the Panuti's feet? The hand that feeds. Desiree, as our special advisor, I would like you to have the experience of feeding the Panuti. Aside from Misulja, the chief beast handler, only a handful of other workers ever perform this vital task. But if we can train the creatures to eat calmly from anyone's hand, then I believe such an activity would make a fine addition to our sightseeing menu. Please head on over to the Panuti pen, and the Hanu Keeper will guide you through the feeding process. Born to run away. It's heartening to see the alpaca queers so full of life. Recently, however, the rambunctious little darlings have been escaping the enclosure and running loose around the agency grounds. I shudder to imagine what might happen should they wander off into the wilds beyond. We've been watching them as closely as we can, but there's a certain troublesome trio that has mastered the art of escape and evasion. I've been told that today is no exception, and would like you to assist with rounding up these fugitive criers. After all, who better to track down an expert at hiding than an expert at finding, like yourself? Once you've apprehended the escapees, I ask that you hand them over to the alpaca handler. He'll be somewhere in the grounds, assisting with the search. Alright, now, what do we have? queer. Got you. You apprehended all the fugitive queers. Deliver your captives to the frantic alpaca handler. Oh, I can't find them anywhere. You caught them? That's all three accounted for, and blessedly uninjured, thank the gods. And you, of course. They only just found their feet, you see, so running has become their favorite new pastime. All they want to do is break out and dash around. I swear it will be the death of me. Or would be, if they weren't so damnable adorable. I'm thrilled to see our babies grow healthy and strong. We need to keep a closer eye on them. Now. Punuti Keeper. Ah, my assistant Vida has arrived. Come, come. Don't be shy. That right there is a cornflower treat we give to a Punuti in between regular feedings. Now the trick is not to hold it with a flower, but to rest it on your palm. Hold the treat up in front of a hungry girl and she'll happily gobble it up. Gobble it down. The Punuti greedily inhales the cornflower treat, and her rounded face lights up with what can only be described as a look of bliss. Ah, look how happy she is. Judging by that reaction, there should be no problem allowing our customers to experience feeding time. Please head back to Ubli, let them know how well things went. Chekochuk.
Roland as help-handing for Lucky Tour business. Chekochuk was expecting you. Chekochuk gathered many different foodstuffs and tried many different food mixes, but his latest belly filler is sure to satisfy even the most hungry-tummied Punuti. Quickly now, take this cook Mobby's offering and still those belly growls.
You have Chekochuk's perfected feet? Belly filler feet. The Moblin sounded quite confident in this creation, did he? Well, it certainly has some heft. We shall see how the Punuti fare on this new nutrient-rich diet. Thank you for going out of your way to make the delivery. We'll be ordering Chekochuk's feet on a regular schedule, so we'd appreciate any assistance you can provide with future shipments. Thank you for helping with the chores. If the Punuti are happy, then I'm happy too. Still, you must have a way with animals to so easily win them over. We'll have to add you to the feeding roster on a more permanent basis. You caught them already? That's why we have you as our special advisor. I've had with returning them to the enclosure before, and capturing even one of the creatures took all of my patience and cunning. The endeavor also ended with me having to clean spit off my goggles. There may be a handful already, but the alpacas we're raising here will only continue to grow in number. We need to take lessons from the Okupasha ranch if we're to do our best to care for them. Alright, and those were the quests for today. And this episode, pretty short actually, surprisingly. Good, but with that I say until next time then, I'm Mason. don't get lost.